Hi, it's Dr. JP here with Leo, and, ooh, Leo, did you brush your teeth today?
Why, does my breath stink?
It really stinks. You got bad breath.
Oh, I have bad breath? Well, okay. Thanks for telling me. I'm gonna go brush my teeth.
Well, Leo, before you brush your teeth, that just brings to mind, you have bad line breath right now. But I think you always tell me you like Dav Pilkey stories, so I'm going to read you dog breath, okay? Because this is an animal who has, whoa, some of the worst breath ever. And I think you will like this one. Are you making fun of me? No, this is a good story. Dog breath. The Horrible Trouble with Halitosis by Dav Pilkey. Is this going to be like a funny story? Just listen. Dog breath. Dav Pilkey. See, this dog has some of the worst breath. See how the flower's dying? Flowers die wherever this dog walks. There was once a dog named Hallie who lived with the Tosis family, and Halitosis was a very good dog, but she had a big problem. Notice they're all holding their nose because Halitosis had horrible breath. Whenever Halitosis opened her mouth, horrible things happened. The wallpaper started curling up. The plants would die. The fish would die. Even the paintings would hold their nose. Oh, ho, 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 ho. And when the children took Halitosis for a walk, everyone walked on the other side of the street. Even the skunks didn't want to be around and avoided Halitosis. Oh, what's that smell? Oh. But the real trouble started one day when Grandma Tosis stopped by for a cup of tea. And Harry jumped up to say hello and got his dog breath right in her face. And she fell down and passed out. Mr. and Mrs. Tosis were not amused. We're going to have to do something about that smelly dog, they said. Look at what happened to Grandma. But what? The next day, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis decided, we're going to have to find a new home for Hallie. We're going to have a sign that says, free dog to a good home. But don't do it. We have to. We have to. This is just too much. The children knew the only way they could save their dog was to get rid of her bad breath. So they took Halitosis to the top of a mountain that had a breathtaking view. And meanwhile, there was pictures here wanted for burglary on the trees. They hoped that the breathtaking view would take Hallie's breath away. But the sun said it stunk. And it really didn't take his breath away, even though the view was so nice. So next, the children took Halitosis to an exciting movie. And it said it's called Breath of a Salesman. I'll leave you breathless. Breath of a Salesman. They hoped all the excitement would leave Harry breathless. And here they're buying a ticket. And the lady's like, ugh. But it didn't leave him breathless. Even the movie theater, everyone cleared out, and even the people on the screen held their noses and were shooting air freshener into the audience. Well, look, wait a minute. Finally, the children took Halitosis to a carnival, and they hoped that Hallie would lose her breath on the speedy roller coaster because the sign said, lose your breath on a roller coaster. Hey, let's do it. Come on. So, they took him on the roller coaster. and it didn't make him lose his breath. In fact, everybody else on the roller coaster was too worried about the stink to be even scared of the roller coaster. So that idea really stunk too. And they got off the roller coaster. And then the plans to change Hallie's bad breath had failed. Now only a miracle could save halitosis. And sadly the three friends said goodnight. But they were unaware that a miracle was just on the horizon. Because there was some burglars out there on the loose that the police were looking for. And later that night, when everybody was sound asleep, two sneaky burglars crept into the Tosa's house, and they were tiptoeing through the dark rooms. And suddenly, they came upon halitosis. "Yikes!" whispered one burglar. "It's a big, mean, scary dog." "Ah, don't be silly," said the other burglar. "It's only a cute little fuzzy puppy. Look at him. He's just a tiny little puppy." So the two burglars giggled at the sight of such a friendly, cute little dog. "Look at him. This dog couldn't even hurt a fly. Yeah. Come here, Butchie, 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 Butchie," said the other one. And halitosis came over, and he jumped up and gave the burglars a big kiss. But what did that do? Knocked them right out. And the next morning, the Tosa's family awoke, and they found the two burglars passed out cold on their living room floor. What? It was a miracle. What? Look. Oh my gosh. Are those the ones wanted by the police? Yeah. So they called the police, and the Tosa's family got a big reward for turning in the crooks. And soon, halitosis was the most famous crime-fighting dog in the country. And all the newspapers said bad breath bungles burglary. And everybody wanted to take his picture, and they gave him a hero gold medal. And in the end, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis, they said, we can't find a new home for Hallie. Come on. This is a hero dog. We can't give him away. We're going to keep him. He's a wonderful watchdog. Yeah. This home is not giving away a dog. This home is now protected by bad breath. And because life with halitosis just wouldn't make any sense if they didn't have their dog. So they all just put clothespins on their nose and lived happily ever after with the dog, the worst breath in the world. Okay, I think I'm gonna go brush my teeth now.